Hello again. Okay, welcome to our phonics. This is lesson 3, and just like before, we're going to start by warming our brains up and practicing all of the sounds that you know, and then also some extra ones that we haven't learnt yet. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. S, a, t, p, I, n, d, g, o, k, 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 a, h, b, f, f, s, j, v, w, x, y, z, qu, ch, sh, f, a, e, I, o, u, or a, or ow, oi, ear, air, year, Super, well done. Okay, so today for our learning, it's a little bit different today. So you've learnt 2 sounds already. Do you think you can remember them if I show you the actions? So the first one, we had this, didn't we? That's right, that's nurse with the purse. And then we had, can you remember that one? Ow, 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 brown cow. Well, we're not going to learn a new sound today. We're just going to practice those ones and have a bit of a competition. But first, I've noticed something down here. Oh, do you remember this? Do you remember him? This is a Sono from our story. Now, Sono, what do you have in your hands? Got a word. Can I have it? Ooh. Can you have a look at that word, boys and girls? And do you know what it says? Well done if you do. This is a tricky word, and our tricky word of the day is you. Can you say you? Okay. You might like to say, you go to the park, or you are a girl, or you are a boy. And it's a tricky word because the letters, the way it's spelt, isn't the way it should sound. Because we have learnt this sound before, haven't we? That's our ow, 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 shout it out. But we don't say y, ow, yow, do we? It's just one you have to remember. So I want you to have a practice of that after the lesson. There are some games you can play with some tricky words where you've got to try and beat the teacher or beat your grown-up, okay? See how many times you can write it before the timer finishes. That's one of your challenges today. Practice writing and saying the word you. I'll pop that down there. So, for today's lesson, you are going to do most of the work, which is nice. I've got in my head a long list of words, and we've only got about 3 minutes to try and write them all down. So you're going to need to have some paper or a whiteboard and a pen and pencil. So you might want to pause the video if you haven't already got that ready. Okay, so shall we start? I'm going to read out some words. Your challenge is to write them as quick as you can, thinking carefully about the sounds that we've learnt, okay, already, because they will be in these words. I will also break them up on my fingers. If the first time you hear it you can't do it, just wait and I will help you, and then I will write them on the board to see if you were right, and you can give yourself a tick. Okay, do you think you're ready? We'll put the timer on for 3 minutes and we'll see if we can get through all of the words. Are you ready? You steady? Okay, go. Fur, fur, fur. Off you go. Super. Next one. Burn, burn, burn. 3. Burp, burp. Off you go. B, p, burp. Number 4. Surf, surf. Number 5. Turnip, turnip. Off you go. Tur. Nip, ip. Okay, listen carefully, it's changing. Down, down. D, ow, down. Not long left. Town, town. T, ow, town. Three more. Owl, owl, owl. Ready? Now, now, ow, now. Last one, quickly. How, ow, how. And stop. I think we just did it in time. That was amazing. Did you manage to get them all right? Don't worry if you didn't, because this is the first practice, isn't it? But you could give yourself a tick and check your work with mine to see if you got them right. And then you could let me know later. That would be amazing. Okay, now, got one last thing to do before we finish today, and it's having a go at reading. So I'm going to just make some space here. If you feel quite confident and you want a challenge, you could have a go at listening to this sentence that I'm going to read out and see if you can write the whole sentence by yourself. Otherwise, you can listen to me. I'm going to write it on the board and then we're all going to have a go at reading it. Okay, the first word is a key word or a tricky word. Do you know what this one says? Is. Very good. So my sentence starts with is. I've got a capital letter. Okay, so I know it's the beginning. Listen for my sentence and have a go at writing it if you want. Is it cool for you to burp? I'll read it one more time. Is it cool for you to burp? Have a go at writing that, and we're going to have a go on my board now. Is it cool for you to burp? I've got a question mark at the end because it's a question. You can show me with your thumbs up or your thumbs down at the end to see whether you think yes or no. Let's see if we can read it. But before we read it, we can look at a few things to help us with our reading. Some of you might have learnt some key words, or some of you might know them as tricky words or common words. They come across all the time in our language. Some of them you can sound out and some of them you can't, and some of them you just have to learn off by heart by looking at them. We've got is, we've got it, for and to, and we've got the one we've just learnt earlier with the sono, haven't we? Can you spot you? Then we've got a couple of words we can sound out, k, oo, ul, cool, and b, p, burp. Ready? Get your reading finger out with me and let's have a go at our sentence. 1, 2, 3. Is it cool for you to burp? If you think the answer is yes, give me a thumbs up. If you think the answer is no, give me your thumbs down. Very good. Okay, right, so that's the end of our phonics lesson today. There are so many activities that I've included at the bottom for you to try. Okay, you can have a practice at some games on Phonics Play. We've got busy things and we've got some videos for you to watch as well. Also practicing your tricky word of the day with your competition. Okay, so I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Bye.